Yeah, hi guys, this is UFC. How you going? Okay, today I'm going to do a quick review on the installation of the Turtle Racing Snapper Clutch. Okay, I'm installing it in a 28.5 Trevor Simpson rated between 6 and 7 horsepower. I've had this motor for a while. Great little motor. Never had any problems with it. Actually did quite well in the Australian Speed Championships. All right, we'll go on with some of the things that I think are very important for everybody when installing this particular clutch. Make sure the crankshaft is actually cleaned really good. I've actually used some alcohol wipes, and then I went over it with a bit of wet and dry paper, 1200, and then after that I just wiped it again with some alcohol wipes. I also wiped the inside of the clutch plate where the taper is to make sure there's nothing in there that could stop it from going any further. So I just wanted to make sure that it fitted in correctly. Now the bolt, the middle bolt there, is actually the right size for the particular crank that I've got. I didn't have to cut it down. It fitted well. I measured it before I installed it. And you know, at the moment I don't think I can do much more with that bolt. One thing I did notice though, the actual clutch itself, the plate doesn't go in. I don't personally think the plate goes in far enough. I think the taper might be a little bit out. I also think it could be the anodizing. I don't know at this point. I don't know if it's a good idea or bad idea having anodize inside the actual taper. I got that sort of stuff on my Harley, and it does tend to peel off if it's not done properly, or you know, it can give up. All right, now a couple of things that I've seen. The clutch actually protrudes out about 3 mils more than any other clutch. So what I'm trying to say is where those bolts are there to the back of the inside of the clutch housing, it's about 3 mils forward. That might not be such a big deal depending on the actual basket, how far the basket comes out. It may not be a big deal, but we won't know that until I actually get the actual basket here to actually test. Couple of important things when installing this particular clutch. Make sure you follow the instruction guides, that you put all the weights in the right way, and also put a little bit of the Turtle Racing grease he sends with you to dab on each particular weight, and possibly the pin that goes with it. When installing the plate, the rear plate that holds the springs and all, make sure these bolts here that hold the springs, you install them in a crisscross fashion, right, when you're tightening them up as well. Put them in first, bring them to the point that they're tight to the bottom plate. Then when you're trying to tighten them up to get these springs to tighten up, make sure you do them in a crisscross fashion. You don't want to cross thread these. You don't want to void your warranty. Okay, the other thing is, once you do it bit by bit right around, they will lock in, and that will be your highest engagement on this particular clutch. So from there you'll work your way out. So that's where you're going to need to basically get the right RPM that you want to engage at. The different types of springs that come with it, they are a harder spring, different weights. So obviously you're going to have to play around with those. I'm only using the standard stuff at the moment. I was told that whilst reading and people posting on the forum that they were having great success with just the standard one, so I'll go with that. I'll work it out later whether I need more or not. We'll see how it goes from that point. But basically, guys, that's the situation with this particular clutch. Make sure you Loctite it. I've used some 262, that's the red stuff. I don't normally use that particular type of clutch fastener type thing. I always basically use the lighter one, so it's a lot easier to to get to it later if I need to unloosen things and change things. But you know my type of testing, I take it to the limit, and I just don't want this clutch to fall apart on me whilst I'm testing. The only thing I can see wrong with it at the moment, I honestly believe, that's my own opinion, that this clutch needs to go further in. It would seat better. It would. I don't know whether there's going to be problems in the near future. I know some of the big bore engines are not coping with this particular clutch because they're actually slipping. A lot of people are saying bogging, slipping. It's basically, I think it's not seating in there well enough, and as it gets hot, the aluminium starts to expand, and there you start having your problems. All right, as soon as the clutch or the, what do you call it, the basket comes in, guys, I'll be putting this into one of my cars. I don't know which one yet. Probably a light one. I was going to try to put in my Losi hybrid, which is up there, but I think I'll try something a little bit lighter. Well, we'll put this through the test. We'll do some really good hard bashing, and we'll make sure that this clutch can survive. I have been using the FS Racing clutches on my big bore engines. I haven't found much problems with those. The only thing is you'll be changing springs every so often, maybe once every 5-6 tanks. They only cost about $6. They're not a big deal for a set. So we'll see how it goes from here. Just a quick note before I let you go. As you can see, clutch carrier, the Blackbone clutch bell fits in nice and neat. Not much room there. As you can see, there's not much gap to play with there. It's a really thick one. It's a custom made one I got made from Lee Watson. And just to give you a quick thing here to show you how it fits on here. Right, I'm just going to do a bit of a close-up for you. There's room there, but it needs to be set up properly. Right, so basically that clutch basket will need to be at least a mil away from the actual bolts to play in the safe side. Okay guys, this is UFC. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have any issues, just give me a call. I will be doing some testing. I'll let you know how it goes. Signing off, and good luck with your snapper clutches.